What's going on, guys? So, to get right to the point of this video, if you've got a piece of property, a retreat area, maybe even just your subdivision that you live in, whatever, if you have an area that if things ever go bad, you want to deny a potential threat the use of that area, it's probably a good idea to have a area denial weapon, for lack of a better term. Now, this is nothing really new in concept, right? If you think about it, militaries have been doing this for years, like many, many years. So I'll show you what I got, and then I'll give you some of the theory behind it. What I've put together for us to use at our place is this. Now, this is what happens when you take a stripped Palmetto State Armory lower, then you buy you a Palmetto State Armory lower build kit, then you buy you a Palmetto State Armory 20-inch M-LOK lightweight upper. Throw on a primary arms optic and a Magpul bipod and some Magpul 40-round mags or 60-round drums, and voila, you've got the poor man's semi-auto version of a squad automatic weapon for reference. The idea behind this is it gives me a gun that we can use from a static defensive location to provide accurate, sustained fire to deny a threat, like I said, the use of an area. It could be an area of approach, an open field, a driveway, a road, whatever. You get behind sandbag, something that's actual physical cover, you can lay down fire. The military has done this, like I said, with their squad automatic weapons or saws, but it goes all the way back to World War II. Now, one of the benefits of this is it still uses regular AR mags, so it's compatible with all of our other regular weapons. Even though we're using the 40s and the 60s in it to feed it, we could still stick 20s, 30s, whatever will fit in it. It's got that ammunition and magazine crossover capability and commonality. Even before World War II, this was being done, but just for reference, in World War II, that's where the BAR came in. The BAR gave a military squad a magazine-fed, fully automatic rifle that used the same ammunition as the M1 Grands, everything else. The Russians jumped on this idea with the RPK. The RPK was is a longer barreled version, basically an AK, that they would run 40-round mags in or drum mags, and it gave them something that was lighter than a full-on belt-fed machine gun and maintained magazine and ammo commonality within a squad or a group. So moving up to today, the U.S. military went to things like the actual SAW, the M249, which is a belt-fed 5.56 that could take magazines but weren't always reliable, etc. We've now retrograded, which is often the case, and the Marine Corps has went back to using a actual rifle. It's magazine-fed that doesn't look that much different than just a regular issue M4, M16, that sort of thing, in their M27 IAR. I forget the terminology off the top of the head because I'm having a brain fart, but it's the M27 IAR. This is my poor man's version of an M27. So you can build one of these for stupid cheap. I'll put links up to all of it over on the blog page. There'll be a link to the blog page down below so we don't make anybody at YouTube mad. Now, why semi-auto? Why not belt-fed? Well, or full auto? That's great, but honestly, for our purposes in the armed prepared citizen realm, to be quite honest, full auto is a little bit of a waste. There's not really a whole lot you can do with full auto that you can't do with accurate, sustained semi-auto fire, and it has the benefit of you can do better ammunition management because unlike the military, we're going to have a finite amount of ammo if we ever actually have to use this stuff. So making every shot count and have a purpose is going to be very important. It's very easy with full auto to get a little trigger happy, and the next thing you know, you've ripped through a whole lot of ammo real fast, haven't accomplished anything that you couldn't have done with more sustained, slow semi-auto fire. The other benefit is there's a lot less chance of overheating this barrel, burning out the throat, whatever, doing it semi-auto than it would be full auto. So that's the short and sweet of it, guys. I'll throw you up a little bit of this thing running, but it runs like a top. I mean, typical of everything else I've showed you that Palmetto State Armory has, why I love them so much. And once you see what you can build this for, I think you might be surprised at the cost and everything. Now, just a point of note, you guys see in my other videos where I swapped around some of the optics I was telling you about. This is where I ended up putting the 3X prism scope in primary arms. On this gun, I think the 3X makes a lot of sense because it's not really one that envision toting around a lot. It's going to be more of a static use gun. But the benefit is it is light enough you could carry it around without being unduly overburdened. The 3X prism lets you get a little bit better view at distance. It makes those longer shots a little bit easier to do. This isn't a CQB gun or anything like that, so I'm not worried about the 5 and 10 yard stuff. And it's just a really solid optic on top of that, so it fits and it works for the purpose. So that's pretty much the gist of it. There's not anything else real fancy about the gun. If you got any questions about what it is, like I said, I'm going to put all the links up here for the blog page. The link to the blog page will be down below, and we can discuss it if you got any questions or whatever. That's about it. Your poor man's M27 clone. Think about it, and you might find that it kind of fits a niche and a role in your plans if you've got a fixed area that you want to defend and deny somebody the use of. So it's a little chilly and a little breezy, and I'm sure the camera's going nuts with the wind blowing the mic and driving some of y'all crazy, so I'll stop on that note. You guys take care, and we'll see you in another one.